Hello, welcome to an unboxing. I've got something new. I've never had a Dapol 00 gauge locomotive before. I purchased this, what is it? It's a 122 Bubblecar in Network South East Route Learner livery. So I've only received this in the post today. This was second hand on eBay, but it is actually quite a new tooling. It's 2017 tooling, so it should be quite a good detailed model, and it looks like it's got quite good features on. So anyway, let's stop the talking and let's get this out of the box. I'll just let you see the if that's sort of not too reflective, that's the end of the box. So it is a Dapol 4D-015-006, and that is the class 122 single car DMU bubble car. And it is 21 pin DCC set ready, but it actually is DCC fitted by the seller. So I'll have to dig out the DCC controller to test this. And there we go. So quite like the packaging on this, you know, should protect it better than just a cardboard sleeve that a lot of them do have. Let's pull the box to one side. So what do we get? Some paperwork on the model. And this obviously is lubrication points, interior and exterior lamp control. So we've got driving end lamps on, so it will tell you how. Also we've got carriage lighting, very interesting. Is that just with DCC or DC? So I think because it's DCC fitted, I won't be able to tell you on the DCC, on the DC I should say. So, and we have just the owner's guide on that one, how to fit the separate buffer beam parts. I don't know if that's actually included in, yeah. I actually bought this on a little bit of a, without really doing much research. I just sort of thought that looks nice, and I bought it. It cost me 80, so that's great. And something has dropped off, so there is no detail impact that I can see. So the owner either hasn't put those in, or it's nope, not in the box. So it just means so with some second-hand ones you don't always get the detail impact. People do take them out, don't put them back in, and that's like the case with this one. It's quite a heavy model though, and it looks like there are quite a lot of separately fitted parts on this, so it's like it's very, very fragile. Can't really hold it by the bottom because it's sort of a it's a very delicate, but that is the model. It's quite a nice livery. So with the Network South East, obviously the London round about the 90s, I would have said, this sort of livery. The only thing I don't like on here is the interior is it's got seats, yes, but it's got a floor that is actually to the bottom of the seats. I'm not sure if, you know, when we come to do a close-up look on the white background, you'll see that it's got no real proper interior, but when you're looking at it on a model going around a layout, you would really not even see that. It's only because you're looking at it up close that you're going to see these sort of details. But just wondering where this piece came from. So looks like it clips on, so perhaps that came off just It looks like it came off from here actually, so it must have just dropped off in the post, you know, with being shaken around and things like that, and it's probably nothing to do with the seller, maybe. I'll have to double check on how that clips back in or something like that, but I would have said that would have probably got knocked off. Yeah, so it's not the best secure fit, so it's probably a Dapol build quality more than anything else. So I think we'll have a look at this on the track, and also have a look on the white background, you know, and just have a look at, see what this detail is on this. Okay, so here we are, and there do seem to be a lot of separate parts. Very nice livery on this. So let's get up close and let's see. So what I was reading, it says you've got separately fitted door handles, exhausts, handrails, lamp tie-ins. So I assume all these door handles that we have will be all separate. We've got separate fitted handrail there. Just have a look up the locomotive. And let's have a look at the exhaust end. So you've got fitted wipers on there, look very nice. Obviously not sure if those will light up, but must have the lights there. Got sort of separately fitted lamp irons there. Coupling does look a little bit droopy, maybe, but you probably wouldn't be really coupling this on up to anything. Let's have a look at the opposite end. Similar level of detail. And what we got on this side of the locomotive. Very nice underframe detail as well, so I'll see if I can get in a little bit closer for that. Okay, I've zoomed in as far as I can to try and keep the detail and the quality. You do get a very good level of detail on the underframe. And obviously this is all on show on these sort of models. You can see the running number there. Well, yeah, no smoking signs. So I'm not sure if you can see the floor level there. It's just not realistic at all, which is a real shame, but obviously you've got to put the mechanics and all the electronics somewhere in this model. And I think this is all-wheel drive, so I think there must be a drive shaft running all the way underneath there. But what do we have in the cab there? Can you... Obviously we've got seating, some cab detail there. And let me just see if you can actually see that floor. Try that's the only Only a real bit I don't really like about the model is the unrealistic floor, but like I said, when you actually see these running around a layout, you don't really notice that so much. Anyway, let's have a look and see how well this runs. Okay, does it run? So this is the new test layout. It's just a double track with 4 points on there. These are Pico second radius set track points, so should test all locos, and all locos should run over all these points. So should be a nice fair test for all locomotives. Okay, let's just see what direction we're on. Let's put the lights on. Okay, we are going in the forwards direction. Let's see if this moves. Oh, a little bit of a stutter there. I shouldn't have really done that. I know this has not been running at all, and the previous owner did say it was basically brand new, fitted the DCC chip, and that's all the test runs have done. So I'm going to set up an oval track and give this a bit of a run on it. Okay, let's bring it back to the middle. And let's see if we can do a nice crawl. Yeah, it could crawl nice and slow, but it is quite noisy. It's just about to go over one of the points there. Don't seem to have any problem going over that. Okay, let's see what it's like in the opposite direction. A little bit worse there, had it cut out. But it seems to be running okay. So, okay, I've just said that, and it's cut out completely. And the lights are just sort of flickering on the front, so we must have a pickup problem there. Maybe it needs a good run in, so I will be giving this a proper run in. Just sort of the previous owner did say all they've done is DCC fitted it, and that's the only test runs they've done on it. So I assume this is basically a new model and just needs running in. So I'm going to be doing that. But at the moment it seems to be stuck, so I'm not getting any movement at all anymore. So I just had to press the stop button on the controller there. Yeah, in this direction we seem to be getting on and off movement. Now I'm going to go see what it actually goes through these points like. Gone through fairly quick there. Has no trouble with second radius points. These are just pico set track points. Okay, let's go and run this in. I've got an oval track that I'm going to set up just for running this in. Okay, let's have a look at the lighting. So as you can see, we have interior coach lighting there. And let's put the directional lights on. And let's have a look. Do we have cab lighting? Yes. So you can actually see a nice bit of detail inside the cab there with the cab lighting. And cab lighting at the opposite end, yes. So they're controlled by functions 1 and 2 on DCC. I'm going to turn the cab lighting off. And then I'm going to give this a run around the layout to give it a run in. As you can see, we've got some flickering on the lights there. Let's run this about 50%. There's quite a lot of flickering with the lights inside. So I don't think it's the most reliable test track that I've got, so I'm not convinced it is this. See what it actually looks like in the opposite direction. See if it flickers just the same. Yes. So I think we've probably got some pickups that need cleaning, something like that. And maybe that will clean up as it runs in. Anyway, I'm going to leave this to run in for at least 30 minutes and we'll try it on the layout again. Okay, does it run any better now? I've noticed I've got points set wrong, so don't want to go over those. I've noticed it's cut out again. It did actually cut out a couple of times on the running in. So I think I'm going to need to have a look at the pickups on this. Maybe they're not connecting properly or something like that. But something unreliable there. So as you can see, it has just cut out, and I know everything runs on this layout. So maybe I take the DCC chip out and plug the banking plate in and see if it works better that way. So I'm going to disassemble this one and just see about putting a blanking plate in. Okay. Have a look on the says removing of the body. It's just clipped on. Okay. How easy is this going to be? And you can access the switches it shows you underneath. Okay, so very fragile parts all underneath. Let's I'll do this with just my thumbnail. Maybe. Okay, that seems to have come off relatively easy, to be honest. And like I was saying before, you can actually see the seats and the unrealistic floor. So it does say DCC there, so I assume there must be a speaker there. And there is lighting internal. It shows you an arrow, so if I got this the right way round, that would be that way round there. So I need to make sure I put that on the right way. It came off, so I'm just going to pop that to one side just for a second. And this is actually screwed on here, so 4 screws. Yeah, that comes off nice and easy. Let's check. And as you can see, no speaker fitted. 21 pin chip. And you can see all the switches actually on here. And it is quite a nice big chunky one with dual flywheels. So should run alright. Now, there wasn't actually a blanking chip in this. I've just realised that I don't have one to hand, so I can't actually test it on DC to see if it will run a little bit better. Oh, I'm going to pop this back together then. At least you know how to take this apart and chip it. It's not the easiest process in the world. And most of these DMUs are like this. You know, I think some of the Farish ones that I've had for N-Gage, they are really difficult to get into, and they're all clipped together, and you unclip one and it won't clip together. So I'm just going to pop this back together anyway, and hopefully try and find a blanking plate. I don't think I've got any in any of the locos at the moment, so I'm going to have to order one, and then I'll test this again on DC and see if it runs any better. But let me just get all this back together and I'll see you shortly. Okay, that's all back together, and am I pleased? I would say 50-50. I do like models running really well and really smooth and without cutouts, so maybe a stay alive, or maybe it will work better on DC, I don't know, but I'm not going to really run a layout on DC. I do want it on DCC. So at the moment I don't have a blanking plate. The seller didn't supply it. So I'm going to try it with Stay Alive, see if that'll improve it as well. Clean all the coupling, clean all the pickups, and just see if that helps. But otherwise, it is a very nice looking model. I wasn't sure whether to get this sort of livery because I know the London area isn't something that I've really sort of ever modelled in, you know, but it just looked really nice in this Network Southeast livery. So I'll probably get another one in blue or something like that, in BR blue, but not for a while. I'm going to look at some other models, and I've got some N-Gage models that have coming up. I've got a Class 50. I think that was another Dapol, possibly. Let me just double check on that, you know, so I'm pretty sure that's a Dapol N-gauge class 50, so we'll see how that one runs. This is my first double O gauge in Dapol, and I'm not 100% impressed. Quality's good, there's a lot of nicely fitted parts, but at the moment it's just not running as well as it should do. But you got to remember, this is a second-hand model. I mean, it could have been not perfect runner for the seller, and that's why they've decided to sell it, because they wasn't 100% happy. So I can't blame Dapol on this. It's like when you buy second-hand models, there is a slight risk involved. So anyway, enough of me talking away. I'll wish you a very good evening, and hope you've enjoyed watching this video, and I'll see you on the next one.